Welcome to this episode of Texans Franchise, as the Texans have made some shocking trades that have shooken up the league. So, if we go to transactions and look at trades, you will see exactly what I am talking about. So, as we see, they traded cornerback Bradley Roby to the Bills for cornerback Levi Wallace. Straight up trade, nothing big there. Second, they have traded Whitney Merciless to boost their defensive line with Kawan Short to maybe apply some pressure to the quarterbacks, as that has not been working out for them this season so far. Now, if we go to upgrade players, we're going to auto all this. So today we play the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are coming off of a win against the Broncos, and they lost against the Giants. So they are looking decent. So let's hop right into action here as the Texans take on the Steelers on this Sunday game. So, not a lot of noise for this defense at all. You know, Kawan Short, this is his debut. We have a couple of debuts today. Ben, not doing much this year. Looks like they're really sticking with the running game, where the defense is getting a lot. Now, I heard that Bill O'Brien's job is on the hot seat, even though it has been confirmed that this will be his last season in the Texans. As the crowd is electric today. Hello. Oh shit, was I on mute that entire time? Holy shit, I might be a dumbass. So if you didn't hear me, we traded for Kawan Short, we traded Whitney Merciless for him, and we also traded Bradley Roby for Levi Wallace in shocking news. And we play the Pittsburgh Steelers, who is a underperforming offense, as Ben throws an interception. Conley taking it. Conley on his feet, steps out of bounds. Garyon Conley with the interception to start off the game. And not the best look for the Steelers, as Watts, bad week 2, looks to reinvent his season status as Johnson Jr. runs up the middle. Looks like he might have got face masks. Not sure there. And passes it to Johnson Jr., but loses 5 yards as that went nowhere. As a lot of pressure there. I guess he didn't want to get sacked, but it would have been better actually if he did get sacked, as they are back on 3rd and 10. And he is taken down as they look to kick it. So, the Texans, Steelers defense was all over them, as Kay Fairburn, who I believe didn't have a great game last week, looks to give the Texans a 3-0 lead tonight. Or today, actually. It's not night. What am I saying? So, an electric start for the Texans defense. Now it is time for that Steelers offense to get back on the field and spark up some magic. So, Ben here, coming off of a career-threatening elbow injury, not looking the best this season in the game. In real life, he looks fine, I guess. Nothing special there from Ben. But, in this game, he is not looking good. So maybe the Steelers really missed out for not drafting a better player, or maybe a quarterback or something. And Connor tries stiff arms Cunningham, but someone was there to get him. McKinney was there to get him. as those two middle linebackers are really the strong point of this defense. The new acquisition, Levi Wallace, lined up, and Connor runs it again, and I believe he got it. Did he? He got the first down. Yes, as the two middle linebackers are there again. Taking him in. No, not much pressure here, even though the trade for Kawan Short looks pretty shaky right now, actually. And who is that? All over him. Ominahue. All over that one. Nowhere for Connor. And Ben throws. Ben throws. Gets the first. Oh! And he is injured. No, that's not him. I believe that's a lineman. Wow, and the catch, the hit stick, broken off and right into a brutal hit by the Texans defense, who's playing more aggressive, playing like we don't want to be targeted as the worst, and blown coverage there all over the place as McDonald's gets them into field goal position. Oh, and Connor McKinney had him. Oh, and he breaks off the tackle as an electric 25-yard run by James Conner gets it within the red zone. As the Steelers at the 6-yard line, as man, this is really doing nothing. This Kawan Short trade for the Texans so far. That's not good. Never want to see that. And he threw it away. I believe that should be intentional grounding. Really bad call by the refs there to not call that intentional grounding, as I don't believe anybody was pressuring him. He had plenty of space. And touchdown! Who is that? Believe that is Deontay Johnson with a touchdown on blown coverage there. We've seen a lot of that this season, let me tell you, by the Texans, as the Steelers jump to a quick lead, a 7-3 lead, that is. Now, I believe that this is probably the most winnable chance for the Texans so far this season, but at the same time, I really wouldn't be shocked if they lose. And Cobb looked a little lost there. Does not get it to the 25. Very rare. You don't see that with Cobb this year. As the Texans take the field again after that explosive Jerrion Conley interception, which got blown up all over in their face as the Steelers' defense was no match. And a 22-yard catch there by Stills found him wide open as the Texans get much closer to field goal position to maybe put this in to 1 point. And Johnson Jr. finds a hole, takes it, but not a hole in the middle. Hole collapsed very quickly. So this team, this Texans team, is very interesting because they should be a contender, but their schedule is very difficult. So I do not see them being a contender. Now, this actually blows my mind that we didn't win that Kansas City game, and the fact that Watson played so bad in the Ravens game, fumbled the game-winning drive away, or well, game-tying, I believe. But it's just like, why? You know, is he the quarterback of the future? And wow, that should show you no! As he ran all the way back for 10 yards as the hole was collapsing. If he would have ran forward, he might have actually had something there. And now it is 3rd and 21 for the Texans, as they need a first down here, because, you know, with how they've been playing this game, I mean, teams don't usually fail. And Cobb holds on to it. But I don't think he got over the... No. 4th and 2. As the Texans are not going to have their field goal unit out. And it fails! It fails! Oh, no, it collapsed. As the Texans are now losing. Big time here as Connor with a monstrous 6-yard run. Yikes. They run it again to Connor. Connor gets the first down. Nobody near there. As, I mean, this is a disgrace, this Texans defense. They're thinking, I mean, I might think they rather have tank if they're playing like this. And I believe a 9-yard gain there. So they should get this first down. 7 yards, not 9. As an audible looks to be called. As they're going to run it all over it, the Texans defense. A very rare tackle for loss for them this season. And wide open, it's Eric Ebron, and he is gone. Oh, Ebron with the juke move. That gives the Steelers the first down they desperately craved, and that is not good news for the Texans, especially if their offense is going to play like this today. This might be the worst game yet. Oh, shit. Yeah, in Washington... That actually was Washington last touchdown, not Johnson. So he has 2 receiving touchdowns on the game so far in the first half. Not good for the Texans. As the crowd is once again right into this as the Steelers shut down that Texans lead very fast. As Cobb in the back. Cobb reaches, cannot get to the 25 on this defense. So Watson looks to be in the back. Watson running, gets the first down and maybe a yard more. As he is tackled out of bounds. As Johnson, the guy they traded DeAndre Hopkins for, is on now, and he breaks a tackle, gets the first down in an electric run by David Johnson. And wow! As Duke Johnson Jr., wide open hole, wide open! And a massive gain by Duke Johnson Jr. there. To give the Texans a little bit of an edge on this drive. As Johnson Jr. breaks the tackle. A monstrous gain by these Texan running backs. And holy shit, the Texans are 2 yards short out of the red zone. After some explosive runs. And they takes off for 2 yards to get him in the red zone. As nobody was open there and might as well just gain a yard or two, but... Oh, and a really, really bad pass, but it was a hit, but it was thrown on contact, so not much we can really say for Watson there, but that might have been a touchdown if he would have got it in there. So Johnson Jr. collapsed. I mean, nobody was there for his help as a 1-yard gain. Looks to end this one. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Bill O'Brien with the greatest... Oh, and it works! It works! The Texans! An awful call there by me, but we're just going to say it was Bill O'Brien. But it worked, so who's to say that it wasn't that bad of a call as they get to 8 yards. And a 4-yard gain there. Kenny Stills catches it for some reason, puts him back to the 8. As it's 3rd and 7 for these Texans. Picked! Flag on the play. It's a holding call, and I believe they're going to decline it as a red zone interception fucks up this goddamn game. I mean, holy shit, man. This is an atrocious game today, as there goes the hit stick, and another surprise, big gain by the Steelers, as hope is looking lost for the Texans during this season. As Hargraves looking to go in. Ben, I thought that was a fumble there, but whatever. I think that's the second blown call there by the refs. And Ebron holds on. And another massive gain, as they always have a wide open player. What? Gets to Ben! Put it to a 2nd and 15 as the battle of the Watt brothers. So far, I believe one of them is having a better game than the other. And wow, nowhere. If we could have seen this defense a little bit earlier, we might have had a grips on this first half. But as the half ends, we do not. And the first half looks brutal so far for the Texans. As they're returning it. And maybe give themselves a little bit of an edge here on the second half. Now, not much of Cobb, as his streak of games with plus 25-yard runs for the reception to open it has ended, but he just got it, so that's something, I guess. And Fells holds on to it, actually, for an 8-yard gain there. As another kind of bleh game for Watson tonight. And wow! Duke Johnson with an explosive run after the just sad interception on the last play. Hope crushing. Texans look to get a touchdown here, but I doubt they will. I'll probably settle for 3. Like they should have, but you know. Oh, Fells wide open. Tried to truck a guy, but it just did not work out. Maybe went for it a little bit early. As the run game today either looks magnificent or you'd rather have an injured player on it. As Johnson Jr. with a 5-yard gain there. Not bad at all. But let's see. Oh, finds a man. It's Fells again. As they get the first down, as they march on towards the red zone, but we saw what happened last time whenever that happened. Called a gutsy play and it worked, and then they fucked it all up with Watson's shocking interception, which just shocked me that was thrown. So Watson finds Fuller, gets it knocked loose. As Fuller, actually, I heard, might be on the trading block. Could be wrong about that, but that's what I heard. And intercepted! And I have just heard that Watson is being subbed out for A.J. McCarron. And wow. Watson is officially subbed for the first time this game, as it's not even that losable. It's only a two-score lead here. Nobody on the left side of the field, still only neutralized it to a 4-yard gain. But just a shocking drive there by Texans as they get into the red zone once again and fumble it. And Johnson, 13-yard gain, as everybody was at the top of the field, nobody at the bottom. And just a horrible game today. And wide open, it's Eric Ebron. I mean, holy shit. This is terrible. I mean, I thought that this was the game that the Texans could really turn it around with, but no, they're looking like they might fall 0-3 at this rate. And wide open once again. I mean, nobody in the middle. The linebackers' coverage is horrible. It's terrible. I think maybe we just got to stick to man from now on, because so far the fucking zone isn't really working for the Texans. So, and Connor tried to get something there, but number 41, I believe that is Cunningham, says no. A screen, nowhere, and they hold them. I believe that is the first 4th down the Steelers have seen today, as they look to take the field goal. McKinney, in case it's a fake. Boswell fucks it off the rails. And Fells once again. I mean, this guy's been unstoppable today, as A.J. McCarron's first pass of the season is a good one, a 20-yard gain actually, as the third quarter comes to an end. Oh, and McCarron hit on the pass. Looked to maybe be a decent gain actually, as he targeted Fells once again. Finds Johnson Jr. Johnson Jr. makes something out of nothing with a massive gain there for Johnson Jr. Fells holds on to it, gets him in the red zone. We've seen this happen too much, though. Too much. As David Johnson in the backfield. And David Johnson! 6 yards! They're doing the hurry up. Johnson Jr. Touchdown. And his third on the season as a gutsy, and I mean a gutsy call there to run that play during this age. You know, you might just want to take the touchdown, maybe do a pass and the 2 points. He definitely got those, but as the refs once again seem to be playing in favor of Pittsburgh. That is another blown call by these referees in favor of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Absolutely none in favor of the Texans, as we obviously have suspicions of rigging today in Heinz Field. As, I mean, Kawan Short has done nothing so far in his debut with the Texans. As, I believe Wallace got the tackle there. And, I mean, so far, nothing new with the defensive pressure, actually. As Ebron, I mean, once again, could we cover Ebron? As Filer is now injured. That's another key piece to their fucking offensive line. But no, nobody can hold off the big bad Steelers offensive line, even with their backups as Deontay Johnson Burns. I mean, I just want something where maybe the linebackers can play. Or that's Johnson. Why do I keep on? Yeah, we're just going to do this one because at least we have just need a linebacker running zone and the rest run man. As faked out the cameraman somehow. Ebron once again wide open with a guy who's maybe 40 times faster than him right on him. Garyon Conley. I mean, holy shit. The Texans have been a mess today. As the refs, I mean, once again show their bias in favor of Pittsburgh. As J.J. Watt sacks him past the 40. And a timeout called as Big Ben is injured. Big Ben is out. And that is horrible news as Rudolph is now in for the Steelers. Whoa, who is over here? Wallace is over there. But I believe they're back in field goal position after that. And that is not good news for the Texans, as they'd have to get the 2-point line. And with how the refs are playing it today, I don't believe that will happen. Finds a man, falls off his hands. Washington dropped it. 4th and 14. Boswell's kick is good. They need the 2 points now. They really need the 2 points now for the Texans. As it's a nail-biter in Oakland. As Cobb, decent gain there. As Big Ben's injury looks to be in the favor of the Texans so far. As a pass intercepted! Are you fucking kidding me? This is stupid. Once again, this fucking chump Ebron, wide open. I mean, fuck me. And this rapist is back in the fucking game. I mean, holy shit. If he would have held on to that, I might have fucking quit the damn game and just gave him the force win and ended this shit faster than your fucking dad did in bed. And Ebron, nope, who was that? Johnson? Some fucking cuck? Holy shit. What a joke today has been for the Texans, as many winnable moves here. But McCarron's first drive was great. Means his second one was awful, as Watt, once again, who's having a monstrous game tonight, gets to Ben. As I mean, just one interception more and we might have this, but that is not going to happen because of this clown fest. Yeah, and they're just going to run the ball now because it's past the 2 minute warning, so they're just going to run it up the middle. They pinched it, and yet he still got multiple yards, as the Texans call a timeout here. And obviously they get it to be the nail in the coffin for the Texans, as what a awful start. Just an awful game today by Watson, by everybody on this offense. Running back David Johnson was really good, I guess, but that's about it. Now they could technically get a touchdown in an onside kick, but in Madden, onside kicks are about as realistic and possible as me marrying Lindsay Lohan tomorrow. So McCarron in the pocket, finds a man, intercepted, baited again, and there's no point in putting in Watson and risking an injury, as Edmonds with his third interception today. As a turnover machine offense fucks it up again, as the Texans look to maybe even go 0-16 at this rate. As the Raiders walked away with that one, and as the Steelers are walking away with this one, as they run it off, hand it off to Connor. Connor gets stuffed. A decent game there by him today, as the Steelers walk away victorious here in Pittsburgh with a 20-9 victory, as the Texans fall to 0-3 even with their two new acquisitions.